Okay, and now for the two of you who have requested to hear what this song sounded like, even though it's full of all kinds of you had to be there jokes. It's called Fantasy Dbacks 16. Here we go. On some diamonds in Scottsdale, where the glory days prevail, for a week we all laced up the cleats. We were fielders and batters, we learned black lives do matter, but Ollie still lived with Officer Dietz. He's a white cop and Ollie's black. The Baggots were late, and it cost them a case of wine. And Doc's gold glove shamed the whole camp.
The sliders is swinging a miss bit. Slaps it fat down the left field line. Oh, no, Doc Rosenblatt. The moment when you want to get away.
Tatum expired before her crew retired, and Gosling is not Ryan's dad. We had a professor from Utah University whose son is actually a Dbacks pitcher, and their name is Gosling, but not Ryan Gosling. Penny was flirty, and Art's mind is dirty. They're married, but no one seemed much to care. Mo Man pleaded guilty, but also not guilty. We saw Weber's large poultry underwear. We've got all Reds and Foxes, some Bells and DeGroffses, the Schultz boys and Bill Hamilton. Jamil, I'm Donnie. Are you Azerbaijani? If not, where the hell are you from? It's Fantasy Dbacks 16. Hardball and laughter and everything in between. Veterans and rookies, we're all playing hooky. Sugar Britches is Christy Ledeen. This is Fantasy Dbacks 16. Fett was much kinder, gentler and gianter, and he makes the Hebrews all snooze. He was called the Jew Whisperer by the Jew Crew. And when Gonzo was playing, all his teammates were saying he would hit in the cage and just cruise. He was accused of not picking up balls. And for a whole week, when Alex Cintron would speak, I haven't a clue what he was saying. There was Ruby and DC, Zeke Hammock and DeLucci, and Steven Randolph knows Andy Dufresne. He looked just like Morgan Freeman. Strangest of all, Grant Woods witnessed a brawl. Players punching, choking, taking swings. When things settled down, the only witness around, Matty Williams, had not seen a thing. Kinda happened to him in Washington. Alright, now I'm going to skip the chorus and go right to the modulation. Voss made a pledge, ISIS would be killed dead, just like he did with Saddam. Take Riddick too, I think he can help you by hitting some monster shot bombs. He's a really good player. There was some confusion about how to say Chelgren. I had more names than the Tucson phone book. But it's just me, good old TLC, not Coctosin nor Vanderhook. I got called both those names and many others. All right, wait, we're coming to the big close here. It's Fantasy Dbacks 16. Hardball and laughter and everything in between. Veterans and rookies, we're all playing hooky. Sugar Britches is Christy Ledeen. This is Fantasy Dbacks 16. There's one guy who didn't get mentioned but took a lot of grief, and his name is Bandy. So we went with, oh Bandy, well you came and you took without giving, and we're begging you please, oh Bandy. MVP, and you're out of bad pizza. Now it's time for the end. Oh, Bandy, This is Fantasy Dbacks 16. Played some of the wrong chords, but I think you get the gist, except to where maybe you don't get the gist because they were all kind of inside jokes. That's it. And my last note, gee whiz.